There's a moment in life that doesn't come with fireworks or fanfare. It arrives quietly, after you've tried everything, after you've stayed up all night rewriting your goals, after you've poured your heart into journals, meditations, and vision boards. After you've whispered prayers to the ceiling in the dark, you've done everything right, and yet nothing moves, nothing changes. You ask the universe, why isn't it working? But the question is not a call for help, it's a mirror. The reality is, you have too firm a grip. You are trying to make the river flow faster, but rivers do not yield to force. They respond to trust. Clutched fists don't change the cosmos. It listens to open palms. And what you've been calling effort is often merely fear disguised as control. Your thoughts are yelling, I better win, but your energy softly says, I don't have enough yet. And the world isn't determined by your thoughts. It follows your frequency. That is why it's all stuck. Not because you're broken, not because you're lazy, but supermodels because you're getting it from a place of fear, not from a foundation. You're asking for life to bring peace while you grasp anxiety in your chest. Well, here's the dirty secret no one tells you. Sometimes more won't make a difference in your life. They are powerful words, and sometimes the greatest transformation starts with the moment when you finally stop. Not because it abandoned you, but because you abandoned it. Not to failure, but to flow, to wisdom, to timing, to the realization that some doors remain shut because you're not meant to knock. You're meant to wait and become. Part 1. You are not pursuit. Part 1. You are not what you pursue. All of us have been taught that all success comes through chase, more hustle, more sacrifice, more pushing. But she is not asked why she's running. Is that thing what you really want? Or do you just think about what kind of nightmare would unfold if you don't get it? You want the relationship. Is it about love or fear of being lonely? You want money. But is it really about freedom or about proving yourself to people who underestimated you? Carl Jung. Nothing until you make the unconscious conscious will help you to understand your own life. And you will have at it by calling it fate. Translation? You're not chasing dreams. You're chasing bandages. You're chasing a cure for your insides with outside stuff. But here's the harsh truth. If you have built a self around the chase, you never can feel safe standing still. Even when you make the goal, it's never going to be enough, because it was never really about the goal. It was over the wound beneath. Part 2. The mirror of silence. Delays are not a punishment on your part. You're being reflected. It's not as if the universe is testing your patience. It's more like it's multiplying your state. You do not get what you want. It gives you what you are. Not your Instagram quotes, not the affirmations you're writing down, your energy, that low hum beneath the ground. And if that vibration buzzes with some doubts, if it's, I don't think I can have this, then life won't argue. It'll echo it. The internal conflict is not between you and the universe. It lies between your conscious desires and your unconscious beliefs. Your mouth says, I'm ready, but your body says, I'm scared. And your soul says, I need peace. But your nervous system knows only tension. That is why no number of meditations is sufficient. If you refuse to listen to your fear, it will manifest in the wait, in the quiet, in the disappointment, not to punish you, but to teach you. Part 3. Letting go is not losing. We mistake letting go for giving up, but there's a difference. Surrender is born of fatigue. Releasing arises out of awakening. It's letting go of controlling what's not yours to carry. It is accepting the fact that you cannot micromanage the divine. That love and purpose and peace aren't something you find. They're things that you line up behind. And alignment comes only when you stop pretending. Stop faking being fine when you're disintegrating. Quit acting if you're trying to heal. Act when you're healing. The universe doesn't need your perfection. It wants your presence. Detachment is not apathy. It's devotion to peace. It's saying, I might never get this thing, but I'm enough. And paradoxically, when you stop needing that, that's when everything comes in. Part 4. The stillness of the sacred. There is a space they don't prepare you for, the void. It comes after you let go, after you surrender, after you stop chasing, and it feels like nothing. You wake up and everything is the same. No miracles, no signs, no rewards, just you and silence. And that silence is loud. It murmurs, "Was any of this worth it?" But here's the secret. The void is not zero change. It's the uterus of transformation. Your old self is dying, and your new self is still taking shape. You're not on pause. You're under construction. It is in this stillness that your nervous system finally recalibrates, that your spirit lets go of what's not serving you anymore, that you start to match the energy you once begged for. But because you can't actually see it, your ego freaks out. It tells you to mend, to pursue, to push. Don't listen. Stay still. Because in that holy quietude, your future is being authored. Part 6. The heart takes its time. Let's be honest. That piece of you that refreshes your inbox, that replays conversations, that stares at the clock, mutters, "Doesn't it time to happen yet?" That's not your intuition. That's your ego panicking. The soul doesn't panic. It knows that what's meant for you goes at the pace of readiness, not want. The soul speaks softly, moves slowly. It goes, "What's for me won't miss me." And it means it. The ego chases outcomes. The soul seeks alignment. The ego wants proof. The soul wants peace. And the miracle occurs when you opt for peace over pressure. You can stop asking, "When is it going to happen?" and begin to ask, "Who am I becoming while I'm waiting?" Last chapter. You already are. So here's the irony of all spiritual growth. You never actually do become something new. You just remember who you were before the world told you weren't enough. You don't need to prove. You don't need to chase. You don't even need to ask. You just need to become. Let your silence be louder than your desperation. Let your silence be stronger than your questions. And let your stamina speak the only thing your words don't need to. I already am. That's the frequency at which the universe listens. That is the energy that warps reality. So if you are in the in-between right now, don't rush, don't grasp, don't doubt, because your only job now is to remember, to be the you that doesn't need it anymore, to feel like everything. And once you do, life meets you there. Without effort, without force, without fear, only flow.